They say it only may exist, and comes around only once, every few million years if it does. This misinformation is widespread, and done with a purpose. Planet X's mass, magnetism and density are such that it disrupts the surface of every planet it passes. In fact, history shows approximately 7 years prior to its passage its far-reaching, electromagnetic gravitational influence changes Earth's core flows triggering weather, volcanic and seismic activity. Since early 1996 traditional weather has changed dramatically, breaking all-time records regularly. The uptick of earthquakes, volcanic incidents and changes in electromagnetics are being kept out of the media as much as possible. Weather alone can falsely be blamed on global warming and sun cycles, but not Earth's rumblings at the same time. Being prepared and forewarned gives one an excellent chance to survive. Some may wish they never learned or prepared because of the difficulties presented to them compared to their lifestyle before. At that time I would simply say that you were primarily responsible for drawing the information toward yourself and determined your level of personal preparation. I'm not fishing now for your future thanks, but am trying to avoid you berating the messenger. Just learning now and not being able to prepare because of family ties or financial binds could end up causing needless worry prior to your passing on. So, be careful before you jump in too deep here. It's not always better to know. My belief system tells me that there is a reason for everything. Science is finding greater evidence for order and chaos at every turn. For those who would label me a messenger of doom, please do you and me a favor, don't finish reading this book. My focus is to find people who want this information, or who have been drawn to it by whatever means to make their right choice. Staying alive might be a good one. The fact that you're reading this perhaps means that your gut instinct is telling you something is not quite right with the world, and the reasons you've run across thus far have been less than adequate. There's no doom in being made aware that you live on the railroad tracks, the train is approaching and what time it will arrive, so you can pull up your roots to get the heck out of the way. It's ignorance that will put you in harm's way during the up-and-coming cataclysms. There will be many places that have a good chance of being safe. I'm now going to paint a word portrait using some of my words and those of others. In order to view the mosaic, look at it in its entirety. Focusing too closely on one part or another might result in your missing the big picture. In the 1980s, astronomers were searching for a 10th planet in our solar system, one that explained the perturbations of our outer planets, Uranus and Neptune. The planet was discovered, but since then we have heard nothing more about Planet 10. Why has the discovery not been publicized since then? Zecharia Sitchin tells of the ancient Sumerian legends of a planet with a comet-like orbit that came into our area of the solar system every 3,600 years. The inhabitants of this planet were like gods to the Earth natives. They shuttled from their planet to Earth with rockets and mined gold to take back to their home planet, Nibiru. He contends they were the ones the Bible in Genesis refers to as the Nephilim, and as giants. Could this same Planet 10 or 12th planet be the source of the many myths and legends that describe comets as portents of doom, and speak of battling planets? Could it be the cause of the periodic destructions of great civilizations of the past by earthquakes, volcanoes, tidal waves, as described in many ancient texts, including the Bible, and by Velikovsky? Does Planet X cause a pole shift on Earth as it passes by? Geologists, not recognizing the periodic cataclysmic nature of our planet, look at ancient fossils and calculate they are millions of years old. That is only because they calculate the cataclysmic events as required to take millions of years to happen. Once they recognize that these events could have occurred suddenly, in a matter of days, their historical timelines will be drastically altered. After seeing the comet Shoemaker-Levy crash into the planet Jupiter a few years ago, astronomers now realize the possibility of asteroids and comets similarly affecting Earth. Their most recent discoveries of planets, circling other stars, planets with elliptical orbits, circling two stars, rogue planets, methane brown dwarf planets, are all proof that no matter how certain science is one day that something is silly and impossible, they can be proven quite wrong the next.